So I think I'm going to bring back the SpeakDoms, except I'm going to put them here on World of Geekdom. And those of you who have been following me for a very long time over on the Geekdom 101 channel who came over here, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I think I'm going to be moving the SpeakDom videos over here, but we'll see how it goes. I'll experiment with it, and here we go. And for those of you who are new, who aren't familiar with these videos, SpeakDoms are basically me, D, Dan, whatever you want to call me, Danny, I got a million freaking names, Big D, the guy who runs Geekdom 101. Most folks just call me Geekdom, even though it's not really my name, it's a channel name, it doesn't matter. But what I do is on SpeakDoms, I pretty much hit you with some real talk and some life experience and advice, but also me coming on here and sometimes ranting or venting or just giving you a piece of the real me. You know, these are the realer videos that I do. 'Cause it's basically, it's all 100% me. And that's kind of what we do here. It's just real talk, real life talk. And like I said, World of Geekdom is movies, wrestling, and life, and more, way more. What I want to talk about here is this is a topic, okay, that was talked about on Twitter months ago. I want to say like 8 months ago, if you're following me over on twitter.com/EmperorBigD. And there was a conversation that I was privy to from a friend of mine named Uchi. That's where it all began, and a bunch of other people jumped in about this idea that women don't like nice guys and that nice guys finish last. And I said I was going to make a SpeakDom about this ages ago, and I've been too busy doing Dragon Ball videos on Geekdom 101 and other videos on this channel, and I just never got around to it. But I think this would be a good video to come back with to bring the SpeakDoms back. So let's talk about it. Now, the thing is, okay, about this nice guy thing, all right, the idea is that, again, this is what people are saying, incorrectly, by the way. They're saying that nice guys finish last, and that women are not attracted to nice guys. In other words, if you're a nice guy, you can't pull girls. Only the bad boys can. And that's a huge crock of shit. That myth about nice guys finishing last, there's something to it, which I'm going to get to here in a minute. I'm going to explain exactly what the principles are of this. But that whole thing about nice guys finishing last is something that was invented by losers who got rejected, and their only excuse is, well, I was too nice. Well, the reality is that chances are that if a guy says, oh, I was too nice or whatever, number one, he has no real confidence, because if a woman rejects you, if a woman actually tells you, I don't like you because you're too nice, as a man who has confidence, you should say, well, that's your problem, not mine, right? Like, how could you actually sit there and take that as a rejection and be like, well, she didn't like me because I was too nice? That's kind of stupid, I don't like you because you're not a dick. Like, that doesn't make any sense. No, what it is, right, is that a lot of these guys do what's called the pretend nice angle, which of course will lead to the friend zone, which I'll do a separate video about. I'm going to do a big debunk of the friend zone and explain what it actually is. But the thing about the whole nice guy thing is, what happens is these guys are pretend nice to try to get into a woman's pants, and when it stops working, they'll sit there and they'll say, well, I'm not going to be nice anymore, I'm going to be a bad boy. And the problem is that when you're a fake bad boy, you come off as being fake, you come off as being thirsty, you come off as being a scavenger, and they see right through that. The first thing that you have to understand, and I'm totally not even joking right now, dead serious, is that you have to respect women. And what I mean by respecting women in this instance is that you have to understand that women are not stupid. Women can see through your bullshit. If you're going to sit there and pretend to be a nice guy, they might fall for it for a little while, just like your friends might, and they're going to sense that you're trying to just fuck them. They're going to sense that, real talk. So you should never pretend that. Now, the idea is that, if you're a nice guy and you're nice to a girl, she's not going to like you. Again, that is a myth. Here's the thing, okay? I guarantee you, and again, we're speaking in general terms because there's always outliers who don't fall into this category, but I assure you that the vast majority of women do not want to date guys who crap on them. Women don't like guys who abuse them. Now, obviously, there are a small minority there are issues there, the psychological personality issues. We're not going to get into that on this discussion. We're going to talk about in general. Girls don't like guys who treat them like shit, okay? So the minute that you start realizing that, you'll know that this whole thing about nice guys finishing last is bullshit. Now, here's the big one. There is a huge difference between being nice and being soft. That's the difference. Now, obviously, everybody's different. Every person on earth is structured, wired differently. We all have different upbringings. And as a result of that, we all have different defense mechanisms and we react to things differently. And some of us are tougher than others. Some of us have been through worse things and whatnot. The idea that women are not attracted to nice guys is horseshit. What they might not necessarily like, and it's not just women, it's also people in general, is people don't like pushovers. People don't like people who are essentially victims. And when I say victims, I mean more so the ones that play the victim, the ones that play up the sympathy card, because you don't get no respect. From real, when real recognizes real, bro, you don't get any respect. So if you're one of those guys who you're a nice guy, right? You're a good dude, you don't have a criminal record, you don't, you don't rob people or, do fucked up things or whatever, there's a girl out there for you. The only issue is that you have to probably, I would say, build up the confidence to go out there and find her. Now, that's the big thing between the nice guy thing, the nice guy angle. Don't get it twisted, because the society will fuck with you, and people who are not successful with women will lie to you and tell you that, oh, you can't be too nice. No, you can be too nice, but there's a difference between being nice and being needy. I want you to write that one down. Be nice, not needy. What that means is this: if you first meet a woman and you're all over her, you're buying her presents, you're cupcaking her, you're taking her out, you're blowing money on her, it might seem like a nice gesture to her, but there's two things you're doing. Number one is you're opening yourself up to being taken advantage of by her, and number two, you're subconsciously turning her off, because what you're doing is you're giving her too much, and that's when guys get stuck in the so-called friend zone. Again, video on that another time. So that's not really being nice, though. Being nice is just kind of being chill, being relaxed, and not being a dick to her. You can compliment a woman. Don't over-compliment her, because then you're going to come off like somebody who wants something, and obviously what you want is to get into her pants. It's more about being real. It's not really about nice guys finishing last. It's about guys being too nice and them seeing right through it. If you are a nice guy, most likely what you lack is a little bit of confidence, and that's okay. If there's a girl out there that you like, you do have to build up the confidence to talk to her, or else she'll never know that you like her. Or what's worse is, let's say that she knows you like her, and because you've made it obvious with your body language, or one of her friends told her, and you don't make the move, she may lose respect for you. Again, she may not. Every woman's different, but in general, that's how it works in Law of the Jungle. So the idea is not to be a dick. Yes, some women do like bad boys. Some women do like, quote, thugs. And if you don't fit that, if you're not a street thug, or if you're not a bad boy, or whatever you want to call it, you should never have to change for another woman. That's not how it works, bro. Real confidence is when you can sit there and look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is who I am, right? This is what I believe in, and I'm going to live my life. Listen to what I'm saying. This is real talk. I'm going to live my life, and I'm going to go on a ride in my life, and if there's a woman out there who wants me, she will come along with me, and she'll be a part of my life. That's how you have to treat it. You have to treat it like you are bringing something to the table. You have valued yourself. You value yourself as a man, and she will value you too. And if she doesn't value you, then she's not the one, bro. She's just not the one. You have to accept that. People out there have issues, and sometimes there's a really, really pretty girl who, she's pretty, she's nice, but she's got some kind of issue that will clash with your personality, and it's just not going to work. There's just no chemistry there. That's how it is. So what I want y'all to take from this is, yes, guys who are soft get no respect. And for people to like you, both men and women, you have to demand respect, give respect, and be a respectable person. If you let people, take advantage of you, if you don't stand up for yourself, yeah, then I can see you not being very attractive. But the most attractive thing, or one of the most attractive things to a girl, I can tell you point blank, is confidence. Most of them will tell you that. And self-awareness, the ability to know who you are, what you want, and being assertive about it. You don't have to be a dick. You don't have to do gorilla pimping where you pull her by the arm. You don't have to do any of that shit. But if you are confident in who you are, and if you're a good dude, she will love you for it. And that's real talk. If you do nice things for girls, and I don't mean just go out there and cupcake, all right? I mean, like, if there's a girl who you like and you started to date her and you do something that's sweet, like you remember something she told you, or you get her something that, you know, matches what she said, you know, she says something to you and you remembered what she says, you're a good listener. It's another one. If you're a good listener, you will succeed. I assure you, you will succeed, but it all starts with confidence, not cockiness, confidence. And it starts with realizing that bullshit excuses like nice guys finish last, that's bullshit, okay? That's bullshit. There's a difference between being nice and being soft. And you can be a nice guy and not be soft. That's the kind of guys that I've noticed are the most successful in life. Ones that know what they want, they go after it, they treat people with respect and with love, but if you cross him, then he will certainly tell you about it. Again, not everybody's like that, but I want to kill that whole myth about guys being nice and not getting laid, because I know tons of dudes who are my homies who get laid like crazy, and they're good dudes, and the women love them because they're confident and they aren't dicks. Because I'm going to be real with you, girls don't like guys who are douchebags, so don't be one. Anyways, folks, I might be calling this like Speakdom Sunday or Speakdom Saturday if I drop it on the weekends, but that is my Speakdom, and I hope you enjoyed it. I just want to get that out there and kill that whole myth of the nice guys bullshit. And this is all real talk. None of this is like scripted. I'm not writing this down. There's no bullet points at all. This is all from the heart, real shit, not from a book, because you got to be careful. There's a lot of bullshit relationship books out there that will totally lie to you about this stuff and to get your money. It's all nonsense. We're hitting you with some real stuff here on World of Geekdom, and if you enjoy it, definitely let me know. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great day, and remember, just be you and be confident in what you can bring to the world, and everything will come to you as long as you fight for it, and you strive for it, and you have drive to get it. I'll see you later.